You're Sperp back with another video, and finally the highly anticipated Pink Tape has dropped. This is Uzi Vert's new album, and I have a lot to say about this. A lot positive, and as you can see on the screen, everything that you see with a pink dash is the tracks that I fuck with. Some of these tracks I'm going to kind of come back to or just completely skip entirely or just wasn't feeling. We're going to talk about each individual track, so I'm going to just give you my quick little thoughts, and we're going to get right into it, starting with the first three tracks: Floor to the Face, Suicide Doors, and A featuring Travis Scott. I think this was a really solid start to this album. That going into Crush Them, Amped in times two, I'm a little mixed on it, but overall, the production is solid. I haven't had a Uzi album where I didn't like the production at all. Like, the production in all his projects are pretty much flawless. It just comes down to the actual music itself. But yeah, moving on from that, Die and Come Back, really cool song. Spin Again, I'm a little mixed with. It definitely feels like just a filler track a little bit, even though when he premiered it at the BET Awards, I didn't really like how it sounded because most of the song was pretty much like censored, but now we got a clearer version. It sounds much better, so I'll just leave it at that. And That Fire, I'm a little mixed with this. This is another track that I might have to come back to, or it might just grow on me over time. I Got It, that was dope. Endless Fashion, completely skipped just because Nicki Minaj is on it. I don't give a fuck. Mama, I'm Sorry, that was really dope. That's like very vintage Uzi. Like, that's definitely his sound. That's his wave. All Alone, another dope Uzi track. Then the album starts to kind of shift a little bit when you get to the next track, the next few tracks, and it kind of switches into this like club techno, not techno, but like almost like K-pop, almost mixed with like a lot of rock. And Fire Alarm, and we already know that I Wanna Rock was the lead single, and it's crazy that he really used just that song, no other song, to like really promote this album, which is a really dope, strong single. And it's going to be a song that's just going to be played throughout the years and stuff like that. But going to Fire Alarm, I didn't know how to feel about this, but then it switched up. But it's like one of those tracks that I'm probably going to have to go back to, and it's going to probably take some time to get used to that. And then CS, which was short for Chop Suey, and he redid Chop Suey, which I actually like this cover. Now, the next track, Werewolf, was another kind of rock song, which I think Uzi really kind of fits this wave with this rock shit, even though I would say the hook on this really carries. Bring Me the Horizon, I think, definitely carries this track. Then we go back to just Uzi's like natural sound with Pluto to Mars and Patience. Don Toliver, I never been a fan with. I would replace this this feature with like a Trippie Redd feature. I think Trippie Redd would have been better. Then you get to Days, Come and Go, and Rehab, which were really strong kind of tracks to kind of end off the main album. The end, I'm a little mixed with, but I do give it credit for sounding like a anime opening. That was cool. I'm not too familiar with Baby Metal at all. Then we get the bonus tracks, Zoom, and Of Course, and Sade. I like Of Course, but yeah, these are the tracks that I like so far off of first listen. Maybe I will like some of the other tracks more. I still think that overall this was a really good project. Like, the production is very solid. I love that about Uzi's music, that it just sounds just different, something that's ahead of its time. Sounds like some 2030 shit. I like the versatility throughout this album, while also giving you that classic Uzi that fans enjoy and love about him. But don't go into this thinking that he's gonna give you some lyrical miracle spiritual shit. Like, he's never that was never kind of his style, even though he will give you them bars. Like, he definitely has some bars on here, but it's really showing off how versatile his style is, and that's why I can really appreciate overall with this project. And I'm definitely going to be listening to this a lot more throughout the weekend. I want to kind of see how this is going to play. Apparently this crashed Spotify, which I've never seen happen before. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a good sign. So I definitely expect the sales on this to be really high. I don't know, probably like 200K maybe. I could see it being doing very well, especially with it being 26 tracks, which is insane. But I think all the tracks are pretty well paced for the most part. You do got those kind of filler, just vibey tracks where he's not really saying much, but it's just really much about the vibe. Let me know how you guys feel about this album. Was it worth the wait? I know a lot of people were waiting for this. I definitely was highly anticipating this album. I thought it's definitely one of his best that he's put out. But I want to know your thoughts. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.